Hello everybody, Lurgs here, welcome to my channel, and today it's the Audi A1 Sportback lights overview, and this is on the 2019 model. I'll just quickly take you through all the lights available and what they do. Right, let's get cracking. Let's get inside the motor first, and this is a lovely little motor, and we'll need the ignition on to work the lights. And on the driver's right hand side here you've got these three buttons. Now we'll deal with the headlights first, and that is the far right button. Now most of the time you would just leave it in auto, and that's where the computer decides what the lights are going to be. If we push it once it selects auto, push it again, that is dipped headlights. Push it again, that is just side lights when it's just becoming dark, or you can have the lights off completely. And I've sat in the car for 8 hours waiting to make this next part of the video and it's now night time, so if I select auto, the computer automatically knows that it's dark with the light sensors and it's put the headlights on. So if I put it to dipped lights, it's exactly the same, just normal dipped headlights. Select it again, will just be side lights, and obviously you can barely see those. Push the button again and the lights are off. If we put the lights back to automatic or dipped headlights on, if you want to put the main beams on, if you're on a country road and you want lots of distance, you can just flick that lever forwards, that puts it on. To turn them off, flick it backwards towards you. If you just want to flash someone, you can just pull that stalk towards you. So that is main beams on there. Much more distance, main beams off. There we go. And I'll just demonstrate that while driving along this dark country lane. So this is dipped beam headlights and main beam. Much more distance, much more light. And if it's in foggy conditions, you can use the rear fog lights and the front all-weather lights. To put the rear fog lights on, select this button here. Then you get a message on the dashboard, rear fog lights are on. And this is what the rear fog light looks like. You've only got one, and that will be on the driver's side. So if the steering wheel's on the left hand side, it will be on that other side. Now we've got the front all-weather lights. This puts a slightly lower beam on the lights and a much wider beam. And I'll just demonstrate that here. So that's all-weather lights on. You can see it's a much wider beam. There we go, that's off and on. This is at the rear of the Audi, and these are the brake lights. So I've got my foot on the brake here. Now I'm going to put it in reverse, and that is the rear reversing light. And you'll also notice when I put the car into reverse, the all-weather lights at the front come on, just to give you a bit more light at the front, just to help you out if you're reversing and it's pitch black. We're back inside the motor now, and the hazard lights is this triangle button here. Only use those if you've broken down or if you're parked illegally. Tut tut. This particular model is equipped with automatic headlight range control. This prevents any oncoming traffic from being dazzled when your vehicle is heavily loaded, if you've got lots of people in there and lots of luggage. And the headlight range is adjusted automatically. If your Audi is lucky enough to have the Audi Adaptive light option, then that means when the auto light function is enabled, the lights are adapted automatically depending on the vehicle speed and the road conditions, and whether you're going around corners or not. That's a really handy feature. Time for a cup of tea. Safe driving to you. I hope you found that useful. Up here is a link on how to remote open your windows on your Audi A1. And on this side, there's a video on the battery location and how to check the battery. Thanks for visiting my channel, everyone. I really appreciate it.